Hello everybody, today I am here to review Roses by G.R. Mannering. Now if you guys are familiar with the traditional Beauty and the Beast story, then I would say completely forget about that and go into this thinking that you're reading a very original story, because that is exactly what this is. Now I'm not actually going to give a full description of it, I'm just going to let you guys know that Beauty is a very unique girl. She has silver skin. The dogs come to visit. You want to say hi? Want to say hi? Wait, you want the book? Say hello, everybody. I've come to tell you that this book review is not to my liking. Huh? Hi, cutie. You guys have snot on your face. Oh, you poor you. Oh, there we go. All better, all better. Beauty is unlike a lot of people. She has silver skin and her hair is white, white, white. And in this world there are things called magics, and these magics are sometimes recognizable as a magic, but sometimes these people can go unnoticed and never be found out. But the scary thing is, people don't know what these magics or abilities actually are. You see, each person, each magic has a different ability, and well, they all aid them in some form or way. Now, in this actual story, we have, first off, amazing writing. It's one that just makes you want to keep writing, and the way it is written, it just interweaves the entire story so well. The other thing is the characters. Usually you can have very flat characters, but these are very well-rounded characters, very three-dimensional. And what's interesting is quite a lot of them actually develop and grow. And not all of them are in a positive direction. And I think that's interesting. We're not just seeing a growth in these good characters turning into an even better character, or these characters that you kind of don't know where they fit but think they're bad people, and see them in the direction of going into an even worse part that they were playing than in the beginning of the story. And I think that's very interesting. The other thing is the actual world. It is so well built and it's so intricate that it makes me very excited to read more in this world. Now, I do know that Rose Mannering has a booktube channel. I'm actually subscribed to it, so if you guys are not, I've left a link to her channel so you can go and check it out. She is a very interesting booktuber, not only because she has very interesting content and a lovely accent, but also the fact that she actually plans to write more in this world and actually expand the world. I would love for a sequel to Roses to see what actually takes place, but if not, I would easily and lovingly take another book in this world. I think that one thing that authors forget is they make a world into a very small group, and then they slowly will just leave it there to fizzle, sizzle, pop, I don't know. And they stop after a while. But I think if you further develop the world and actually turn it into a full-grown world and not just one area, it really gives you a lot more to play with because of customs and the actual culture and the actual people you see. Now, I do know that there is a companion to Roses. It is called Buds. I don't think it follows from the end of this, though. I think it has something to do with another very intricate detail in this story. Now, one thing that Rose Mannering does in this is she's actually made it her own unique tale. The reason why I said go into this without thinking about the Beauty and the Beast tale is because she's really not followed the same line that other people take when they tell a retold fairy tale. In this, we actually have the Beast who tells or shows Beauty how to read, and we actually don't know who these shadows are that are kept in the castle, and I actually wanted to find out more about them, but that is something that is left to the author knowing and the reader not knowing at this point in time. The other thing is the fact that there are no enchanted objects in this castle, besides the fact that you basically have tons of doors and you could go in the same door and it will be something different every time. We also have the roses, as you can tell from this title, that play a very large part of this story. And when you make it to the end and find out what these roses are, wow, that was completely shocking. Although Beauty and the Beast mainly focuses on the romance between Beauty and the Beast, this is a little different than that. This actually focuses mainly on Beauty, and over 3/4 of this story is geared specifically towards Beauty and the different things she goes through in her life. It's more of a story of her figuring out who she is, who she wants to be, why she's here, why all of this happened in her life. And I think that's the very interesting thing. It's not a focus on, I want to romance with this guy. It's focused more on the, I want to know why I am here, why this is happening to me, and who I actually am, and not being told, well, you're this and you have to be this. And I actually really enjoyed that part of this story. Now, when I mentioned that certain things are not fully explained, there's one in particular I didn't mention, and that is Beauty's father. He is glimpsed a few times in this actual story, but you're never really told a lot about him, and you see how he does play a very important part in this story, even though he's not actually in the story. And I'm really interested to see how her father plays in all of the upcoming versions that this world is going to create with Rose Mannering, because I think that he is going to be a very major role player in all of these opening tales. I don't know how, but I just feel like he is more of a main character in the background that I would love to find out more about, but I actually really enjoy the mystery of how he is connected to all these different things. Now, this ending I found was very abrupt. It just kind of ended for me, and I felt like, no, I just made it to like the climax of the story, and I want to know what else happened. So I really hope that there are some sequels to Roses, and I look forward to seeing some companion novels that take place in the same realm and the same world. And overall, I just thoroughly enjoyed reading this. This is only the second time I have read a book and fallen in love with the bad guy. This is very unlikely to happen to me a lot of the time, and I knew that this bad guy was in a way Gaston's character, but I couldn't help it. He was just such a sweet talker, and he doesn't even really talk that much. I don't know what it is with me, but I just fell in love with this bad guy, and when I made it to the end and I knew positively that he was the bad guy, I couldn't help it. I didn't like him very much then, but I did kind of have a thing for the bad guy while reading this story. So thank you very much, Rose Mannering, for writing this book. Thank you for these characters that no longer are non-existent in my world. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this review. I hope that I've given you enough information to go and pick up Roses by G.R. Mannering and read it for yourself. And if you guys would like to discuss it more with me in the comments down below, I would love to do that. So I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, go and pick up a random book and read. Bye guys, and have a lovely day.